Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Heather. I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner. Happy February. It is February 2nd as I am recording this video. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're staying warm. It is crazy cold out there right now. We are in the middle of a massive winter freeze, we'll say. It's been interesting. So I hope you're staying warm. I hope everything is well where you are. This video today, I'm so excited about this. I have a free 3-day workshop for you. It is called Master Your Energy Field. And this is something that I have been talking about. I've been sharing information that I've been getting from my team over the last year, things that I have been working on and working with. And it's just unfolding so beautifully. And so I wanted to create something where I could really deep dive into the information that my team has been sharing with me over the last year because they've been sort of feeding it to me bit by bit by bit. And I've been having to sort of figure it out and put it all together. Um, it's been the most amazing journey because I feel like as we raise our consciousness, as we advance and move towards our new earth timelines, we really are starting to learn more about the true nature of our reality. And it's a little different than I think that we perceive. We look around and we see our reality as very physical. It feels like we are just existing in this one linear life experience. You're born, you move through your life, and then you pass on, and then, whatever your beliefs are after that. But really, we are so much more. We are multidimensional in nature. We exist across many timelines, we exist across many levels and layers. It's so expansive, and it really is. It's sort of mind bendy when you get in there. So I've been talking about a new way of healing, working within your energetic field, your field of consciousness, your soul field, and how we can connect in with that part of ourselves to almost clear and release distortions from your field and reprogram or repattern in new, higher vibrational, higher frequency light codes and things that we're working within the field to transform your health, your mental and emotional stability, and even your life experience. So this 3-day workshop that I've got, let me tell you a little bit about it. It is free. It's free for a week. I do have an option if you want to have it as a lifetime workshop because there's a lot of information in it. There's an option for purchase, just a small purchase if you'd like to keep it. But I'm going to have it available for a week. That is February 16th through the 23rd. So that's about 2 weeks from now from when I'm posting this, I think. And you'll have the entire week to watch all 3 of the workshops. They're about an hour in length, so I have a lot of information in there. So much more information I feel like I could have included, but you have to kind of stop at some point. My team floods me with this information, and it's so fun to try to put all the pieces together. But day 1, we are going to dive into distortions. What are distortions? I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, and a big part of my work has been to work with clients to help them clear and release energetic blockages, entities, and attachments, things that are implanted, like implants, control devices. We can have all sorts of energetic things within our field that can create a variety of issues that we experience physically, mentally, and emotionally. But these distortions actually extend across time. So you may be living in this life, but you are being affected by another lifetime, another aspect of your soul, not even in this life, but you are experiencing some sort of connection there. You're having an issue that was created in another lifetime. And as I've done hypnosis work, I've always thought, why is that? Why is it that I'm living this life, but I can be so physically, mentally, emotionally affected by another life experience that I'm not even in? Well, I'm going to teach you all about how that works in this workshop, and it's quite amazing when you get down to the root of how everything truly works. So, I'm going to teach you all about those distortions. We're going to go into what they all are, how they affect you physically, how they affect you mentally, emotionally, what you might be experiencing when you have these distortions within your field. And it doesn't just happen at one layer, you exist across multiple layers of existence. So, you have a physical body here, but you also have different layers like your mental body, your emotional body, you have different spiritual bodies, you have multi-dimensional layers. It's just one after the other, all connected back into your soul field and even beyond your soul field, because we're all connected back to source. So, really, there are layers beyond that. And I'm going to teach you all about that as well. So, we're going to talk about the layers of your field. We're going to talk about the distortions that can exist within those layers. And we're also going to talk about how those distortions can exist across lifetimes and timelines and parallel realities and your family lineage, your line, because we're also carrying things that are passed from generation to generation. And many of us in this life, I call us in the workshop the cleanup crew. Many of us are here to do this cleanup. We're cleaning up our fields, we're cleaning up the distortions, we're clearing and releasing what's ready to go because we are evolving and we are ascending. And in order to ascend into higher dimensions, you have to become lighter. And I'm not talking about your physical body lighter. I'm talking about the density, the distortions, the heavy energies, the emotions, the traumas, the things that we've been holding on. They have to release, and that allows more light to come into the body. That allows us to align with our higher timelines. This is a lot of the work that many of us are doing at this time. So, we're going to talk all about that and how it all affects you. If you are dealing with a lot of health issues that you can't quite get assistance from or for, it may not be as physical as you think. It could very well be connected to something within your field that needs to be resolved. So, I'm going to teach you all about that. Day two is we're going to get a little bit more multidimensional. We're going to dive into understanding the architecture of your field. So, my team has been sharing with me, and this has really been over the last probably 2 to 3 years in that time frame. They talk to me sometimes as think about your body as very advanced technology. Now, you may not feel advanced. You may feel like your body is barely keeping up in this reality, but that is because of all the things that we're dealing with, not great food, toxins in our environment. There's many things, a lot of emotional chaos in the collective that we feel. There's a lot of things that we're sort of fighting against, you could say. But my guides have said that we're very advanced. The way we were originally created as a human body, very advanced technology. It's just kind of been taken offline. So we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to sort of share with you how they talk to me about comparing our bodies to that of a computer. And you're not a computer, you are an organic, beautiful being of light, but we kind of act in the same way, very similar as a computer. You have an operating system that sort of runs everything. And then you have software. You could think of like software programs that are plugged into your system. And some of that software is running at optimal speed, and some of it is outdated. And it could be running things like old belief systems and old patterns and limiting beliefs and things that are keeping you stuck and not moving forward. And a lot of those programs you could think of run in the background of your system. Have you ever tried to boot up your computer and it's lagging? It takes forever to boot up. Something's not quite right. And you go into the back end and you see that you've got all of these programs that boot up when you start up your computer that you're not even using, you don't even need. But what are they doing? They're running in the background, they're taking up resources, they're eating up your memory, and you're wondering why your computer is running so slow. So, this is kind of, we're going to talk in that nature about how we have all of these background programs and applications that are running that we don't even know are there and how they are affecting you, how they're affecting your mind. Do you have looping thoughts? Do you get stuck in, do you have a lot of fear coming to the surface, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety? There are many reasons why we experience all of these things, but it could be just things that need to be cleaned up from your system. So, we're going to talk about all of that. I'm going to help you understand more about the light body. So, the light body is fascinating to me. The light body is kind of, we can say, it's been a little offline for a while for most people. Your light body is like the interface. It is like your physical body, but it is made of light. It's like the interface between your physical body and your greater soul field, and it allows the transmission or the transfer of data, of light packets, light codes from your greater soul field into your physical body and back again. And when the light body is activated and online, it allows for greater ability to self heal. It allows for greater ability to manifest, because manifestation is it's a birthright. We should all be able to manifest. It's not that easy in this dense, heavy reality. But as we move towards the higher dimensions, I feel like manifestation is going to be second nature. It's just going to be something that we can do because we were originally designed to be that way. So, we're going to understand the light body and how that works, how it interfaces between your physical body and your greater soul field. We're going to talk about moving from carbon based to a more crystalline structure. Maybe you've heard that our bodies are moving through a transition, not overnight. It's a slow transition for sure, but carbon based, we're very dense, we're very heavy. Again, I'm not talking about weight, but I'm talking about the molecular structure that makes you who you are. We're moving into more of a light based crystalline structure, which is going to allow us to work with more light within the body. That is why so many of us are moving through this clearing right now. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you're constantly clearing, releasing, working on yourself, letting go? It's a process because we cannot take the density of the third dimension into the fifth. It does not align. So, in order for you to align to the higher dimensions, you've got to clear and release all of that. And that's a big part of the work that we're doing in this workshop is I'm going to teach you a very simple and easy way that you can begin working within your field to do that clearing. It's just a different way. It's another way that we can work within all of the different beautiful modalities that we're working with: hypnosis sessions, energy healing sessions, meditation, nature, working with your guides. It is a complementary practice that is going to help you take control of your healing, your mental and emotional stability, clear across timelines, lifetimes, all levels and layers of your existence. It's very simple and easy to do. And it is using light codes. It is using the architecture of our field. It's learning about that architecture and then how to work within it through directives into your field to clear and release and then repattern your soul field. So let's see, we're also going to talk about how your soul field is like a database and it stores records. So you may be familiar with the Akashic records. This is what I like to use as an example because most people understand what the Akashic records are. The Akashic Records is, well, many people think of it like a library that holds all of the records and data stored across time. So it's all lifetimes, all timelines, all people, places, experiences, everything is stored in the Akashic records. So for me, I see it as a massive database where data, light, code, all of that is stored. And then based on your level of access, you can access the Akashic records and you can bring that data down and you can understand whatever it is that you're looking to understand. Your soul field acts in the same way. It's like a database and it stores every thought, feeling, emotion, experience, everything that you experience throughout each incarnation is all filtered back into that soul field and stored there. So, all of the lessons you learned, all of the experiences that you had, all of the wisdom that you gained, all of the gifts and abilities that you activated in each and every life are all stored. But all the distorted energy that never got cleared in a lifetime is also in that field. And because your soul field broadcasts information and also receives information, it's a receiver and a broadcaster. Any information, any data that is stored in there that is more distorted, so trauma, pain, challenges that you went through in a life that never got resolved, vows and contracts that you have made in other lifetimes that are still active. All of that can affect different aspects of your soul because you're all connected in one field of consciousness. And so your soul wants balance, and it can broadcast out a signal of distortion because it's looking for who is going to clean this up, who is going to be able to clear this from the field because it wants that cleared. Now, when we do this clearing work, we're not clearing out the wisdom or the whatever you gained in that life. That is all going to stay in your field. What we are working with is the distortion level, what is in there that needs to be released, what's ready to go. And it is literally as simple as learning how to get into the field, which I'm going to teach you how to do, and then work to clear on a variety of different levels and layers. So that's all in day 2. And there's so much more. There's so much in there. It's so much fun. Day 3, we're going to get into divine blueprints and divine templates. Again, my team has been talking to me about this over the last year. And divine templates are sort of like the templates that Source created us with. We are supposed to be self-healing. We are supposed to have beautiful divine relationships. We should be able to naturally manifest what we need in our reality. There are many templates that sort of make up the human. And many of those templates have been, we'll say, distorted across time, overlays and imprints and things that have never been cleaned up have created more of these distorted templates. And we're in the process right now of not just only cleaning up the original templates, but we're designing new templates right now. There are many star seeds and light workers that are actually working on this. And I have come across many lately who are doing this work to create new earth templates. So these are new templates that the human is going to align with, that's going to make life a lot better, a lot easier. It's the true way in which we were always meant to exist. Then you have divine blueprints, and this is more on your individual level. This is more like your specific records, your specific instruction set. So it's your gifts, it's your abilities, it's your soul path and mission. It's what you came to do in this reality. It holds everything. It holds everything that you are and everything that you are becoming. It also holds distortion. So again, it has been overlaid with imprints and overlays and distorted energy that just needs to be cleaned up. And it's all part of your field. It all works together. It seems like different layers, but really they're just all different layers of the same large field of consciousness. But they all have different things that they do. So this is just giving you a good understanding of what all these levels and layers are, because I feel like when we start to learn this and our consciousness expands, we can understand how much access we actually have to our own health and healing. And that's where we're moving to. That's what my team is telling me. Eventually, this is going to be second nature. We're just going to know how to heal ourselves. It's not going to be a big thing where you have to go to all the doctors or get all the sessions. We're just going to know how to do it ourselves. And this is stepping you in that direction, giving you back your sovereignty and your authority over taking your own health and healing into your own hands. I think I said it before, this does not replace. It does not replace doctors. It does not replace any of that. It does not replace other healing modalities, but it is a beautiful complement. And I feel like it is definitely helping us to move in the right direction with our healing. All right, let's see, where are we? I've got my notes over here to the side. So, day 3, yes, divine blueprints and templates. We're going to learn, I'm going to teach you how my team has been teaching me to work within your field using directives and statements and command phrases and light codes to help clear and release what is ready to release and begin to repattern your field using beautiful source aligned statements. So everything that I do, you can see exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. You can read the words. The words will tell you, I'm clearing and releasing this, and I'm bringing this into my field. I'm reprogramming it. And you're doing this work with your team of light, your higher self, your I am presence. I teach you how to get into the right frequency alignment, the right meditative state before we do this work, how to call in your team. I teach you all about how the statements work and how it's all put together. And I also teach you how to seal it all off in your field once you've completed it. So we're just wrapping it all up, we're integrating it, and we are embodying it. And that helps your life to begin to shift. It is not always an instant thing, but over time you will see that things will shift. I love working within the mental and emotional layers of the field commands because I can have some anxiety or some fear coming up or some emotional energy. And when I sit down and work with the command statements, it shifts very quickly. So I'm also going to take you on a guided journey in day 3. We're going to do a little field clearing. We're going to work with some of the statements that I have in the Quantum Soul Portal. This is the work that we do in the Quantum Soul Portal, and it's a big part of the work that has been unfolding for me over the last few months. And I think it's going to be one of the most important parts of the Quantum Soul Portal, which is my monthly membership. That's not all the Quantum Soul Portal has. There's so much more. But in this workshop, we're going to stick with just the field clearing library that I have within it. And this is where we work at all of these levels and layers that I've been talking about and everything that I'm going to teach you about in the workshop. I have channeled in from my beautiful team of light all of these directive statements to work within the field for clearing across all of those parts of you, all of those levels, and then all of the lifetimes, timelines, the ancestral lines, lineages. They are activating. So they're activating parts of your multidimensionality. You might notice your gifts and abilities coming online. You might notice stronger connection to your guides. I've had somebody start channeling instantly after one session with the field alignment statements. I've had people bringing up large, very heavy blockages from their field in one sitting. Um, Sometimes you experience a lot of emotion coming to the surface. That is a beautiful release. So these are actually working and they're super simple and easy to work with. But I'm going to teach you all about that. You're going to test it out, try it out, and see what you think. And then, of course, this all leads back if this is something that calls to you, if you are like, I have been doing so much healing work, but I still feel blocked. I feel like I'm dealing with mind issues that I can't get under control. I can't seem to release this fear or this anxiety or this worry or this stress or this struggle. And you just need a little extra guidance and support. We're doing all of that in the Quantum Soul Portal, and we would love to have you join us. It is a beautiful community of members walking the same path. We're all at different levels and layers of our awakening journey, but we're all supporting each other one step at a time. And like I said, there's so much more. I do guided meditations. I bring in channel transmissions from my team. I bring through activations. We have live group events. I do advanced teachings. I've got the Lightworkers Academy, which is a how-to guide for all sorts of things that you might be wondering, well, how do I do this? How do I clear my energy? How do I protect my space? How do I open up my channel to connect with my guides safely? How do I know if I am channeling distorted information over higher guidance? I'm going to teach you how to do all of that in the Quantum Soul Portal. So, if any of this spoke to you and you think I would like to learn more, I'm going to leave all the information in the description below, how to sign up for the the workshop. Again, it is free for 1 week. So be sure to watch each of the 3 days. They're about an hour to a little more in length. And if you want a copy for yourself, you can purchase a copy. I think it's just $37, and you get a couple of bonuses. You get a guided activation and you get a guide. And inside the guide, there are going to be 3 sets of statements that you can work with. And so that's going to give you something to get started. If you just want to practice and just see how you like it, you can purchase that. And again, we'd love to invite you into the Quantum Soul Portal if you are feeling called. We're doing all kinds of amazing things in there. And I would love to just support you on your journey. All right, I'm going to quit rambling on this video. I am sending you so much love, so many blessings wherever you are. Again, I hope you are staying warm and safe, and I will talk to you in the next video.